Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking you through some of my green beauty favorites, and these are all the products that I found that I really like that have a lot cleaner ingredients than regular like drugstore or department store products, and a lot of these are just a lot healthier for you and just don't have any of that yucky stuff that we're all trying to avoid in our makeup and beauty products. So if you want to see some of my favorite green beauty products, please keep watching. I'm going to start out with Kopari because they have some of my favorite products. The first thing I'll mention is the Kopari Lip Glossy, which I've mentioned before, but this is my favorite everyday lip balm. I really like it because it has one of these applicators where you don't have to use your finger, and mine's like totally worn off because I use mine all the time. This is what I keep in my purse. It is a little pricey, but mine's lasted me a long time, and I would definitely repurchase this just because I reapply lip balm so many times throughout the day that I want it to be something healthy for me, so I'm willing to spend a little bit more money on something as simple as a lip gloss for that. So that one's definitely a favorite. And then also from Kopari, I have their coconut melt. And this is a little greasy because it's full of coconut oil and has a fuzzy for my sweater on it. But this is their just coconut oil that you can use as a moisturizer. So it comes kind of in a solid coconut oil form, just like you would find it from like the grocery store. But this is a lot more expensive. And I like this because it's paraben-free, sulfate-free, cruelty-free, non-GMO, blah, blah, blah. It's like just really great, but it's plain coconut oil, so I would say that you can just use regular coconut oil from somewhere else. I wouldn't necessarily endorse spending this much money on a expensive designer coconut oil, but I do really like this. I like that it comes with a little spoon thing that you can scoop the oil out with. I used this last night. It's super moisturizing on my skin. I use it all over my body, but I think that it does kind of sink in and work a little bit better for some reason than just regular coconut oil from the grocery store. I had one from Trader Joe's that I was using prior to that, and it just didn't like seem to work as well on my skin. It just seemed a little greasier or something. And this one is still definitely a little greasy and takes a while to sink in. But if you're looking for a good coconut oil for all over body moisturizer, I really like that. I also have the Kopari Deodorant, but I'm still kind of in the process of reviewing that. I don't know my final thoughts on that, but stay tuned. Continuing on with body products, I am a huge fan of this Kula Sunless Tan Dry Oil Mist. Now, I'm not a big self-tanner. This summer, I briefly kind of got into a phase where I was self-tanning regularly, and I was using this and a couple other products, but this is 70% organic. It's a daily use antioxidant-rich dry oil, and it's really nice. It gives a really subtle, like, just golden tan to the skin. It's a dry oil that you spray on all over the body and then kind of rub in. And after about 3 days, you have a noticeable color. Before that, it's not too noticeable. But I like it because it's really moisturizing since it's an oil. And if you're looking for a healthy tan, I think this is a great option. It's not going to give you that dark, intense color as some of the unhealthy tan products will, but I think this is really nice. The only thing is it's a little pricey, and you go through it really fast because you kind of have to keep spraying every day, and kind of to maintain that like light natural color, you do go through it pretty fast. So I used up this whole bottle fairly quickly, but I think it was worth it if you're interested in using a healthier tan, because it is something that you're putting all over your skin and your whole body is absorbing. So it's nice to kind of have something healthy and organic instead of something nasty and full of chemicals all over your body. I'll quickly mention RMS, and I have their Living Luminizer, which is their cult favorite highlighter here. I love using this on no makeup days. I just apply it to the high points of my face, like on tops of my cheekbones. And then I also have their Lip2Cheek in Demure, which is their cream blush, and you can use it as a lip product, and it's kind of like a nice bright pink. For me, I tend to go for a more full coverage look, so I wear this underneath my powder blush, or I'll wear this on no makeup days when I need a little bit of color. But I really like those products, and if you're going for a super natural light makeup look, nothing full coverage, I would definitely recommend RMS. Everything's natural and healthy and won't irritate your skin. But for full coverage days, the blushes that I absolutely love are the Osmosis Blushes, and this is the shade Poppy and the shade Peony. This one's just more of a true pink, and this one's more of a darker red shade, but they're both super beautiful. I really love these blushes. I use them all the time. They're super pigmented. Even though the packaging is really small, when I first got them, I felt a little ripped off because the packaging was so tiny, and they were the price of a full-size blush. A little bit goes a long way. I've still yet to run out of any blush, so I would definitely recommend these. I think you do get your money's worth out of them, even though it's a little pricier than a traditional blush for the size. I think the pigmentation and color payoff is great, and I just absolutely love these. And speaking of Osmosis, I'm also a huge fan of their foundation. This line is really great because it's formulated by this company, and they do mostly skincare, and then they also have makeup, so you know it's going to be good for your skin. It's really healthy, and this is their Performance Wear Satin Foundation in Golden Light. I talk about this all the time, so I'll just briefly mention it. And then I've also been mixing this with the Lawless Woke Up Like This foundation, which is another great green beauty brand. This is their Flawless Finish makeup in the shade Oasis, and I love these two together. I think these are great full coverage options. There's not a lot of green beauty brands that offer full coverage makeup options, and these are two, and I would definitely recommend them. They do give a little bit of a more luminous finish, so if you're oily, I would definitely recommend setting with a powder, and the powder that I've been loving lately is the Lawless Seal the Deal Loose Setting Powder, and this is their one in the shade Classic Translucent. Mine's a little covered in powder because I just used it today. I'm wearing those foundations and I set with this powder, and I really love this powder. It's talc free, so nice and healthy for your skin, and I find that it doesn't separate on my skin and it keeps everything looking really matte and set, and I've just been super impressed with this powder, and I've been using it every single day. So there's something special about this, and I would definitely recommend it, and it comes in a really huge pot, so you get a lot of product, and I'm just a huge fan of this so far. And then a couple more makeup items are two lip products. I mention this all the time as well. This is the Sara Happ One Luxe Gloss, and this is in the Nude slip. This is their Nude lip gloss shade. I just absolutely love these Sara Happ glosses. This is just a great everyday nude gloss. I've mentioned this in several videos, and I just can't recommend these enough. You can get them at Anthropologie, you can get them at Nordstrom's. This brand is pretty readily available online, so I would definitely recommend trying one of these out if you want a great everyday lip gloss. This is like my ride or die favorite lip gloss of all time. And the one I'm wearing today is the Bite Beauty Agave Lip Mask. I needed a little bit more moisture on my lip today, so I went with this. And this is like a nice kind of tinted, shimmery pink lip mask, super hydrating. Bite Beauty all uses kind of food grade ingredients, so you don't feel bad kind of accidentally eating some of your lip product. So this is definitely a huge favorite of mine, and I like this just because it has a little bit of color. They have a like plain clear option as well, but I like this kind of shimmery pink one, and I find that it looks good when I have a full face of makeup like this or when I'm going makeup free, so I'm a big fan of this one. And the final beauty product I'll mention is a nail polish, and this is the 100% Pure Creamy Nail Polish, and I have mine in the shade Forever, and this is all I use on my toes. I tend to always get a manicure. That's kind of the final frontier for me of unhealthy beauty practices, but on my toes I always use this, and I'm trying to transition to all healthy nail polish, but 100% pure uses 100% pure ingredients, so again, super healthy for you, like everything in this video. But I was kind of worried that this nail polish would be very clear and not very pigmented, and it would take a lot of layers to kind of get the desired look, but I think this applies just like a normal nail polish. Just like most nail polishes, I need about 2 or 3 coats to get a full coverage color look, but it lasts just as long on my toes. Everyone knows toenail polish kind of like lasts forever. It can last through anything. So I use this, and it will probably last like, you know, a couple weeks until I need to trim my toenails and, you know, redo the polish. But I really like this. I'm impressed with it. I think for a natural nail polish, these are great, and they're not too pricey. And these are two kind of non-beauty related items, but two that I really love and I wanted to mention in this video, and these are the Saje like essential oil roller things. So I have the Stress Release Soothing Oil Blend and the Peppermint Halo Cooling and Soothing Oil Blend for the head. So the Peppermint Halo is super great if you have a headache. I just apply some like right here on my temples, and the Stress Release one I'll kind of apply to my pressure points if I'm feeling stressed, and I just really like these. I really like this brand. The packaging's beautiful, and I just find that they actually work, which is really surprising because I wasn't expecting kind of essential oil therapy to really do that much for me, but I really love these and I would recommend them. And that's it for my green beauty favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed seeing some great non-toxic beauty products that have healthier ingredients for you. As always, everything I mentioned will be listed in the description box down below, so check that out if you missed anything or if you're curious about anything that I mentioned. I also upload 2 days a week on Monday and Thursday, so please subscribe if you haven't already so that you don't miss my next video, and thank you so much for watching.